Our work in general is probably describable as social commentary. And it's not political commentary. We don't ever talk about individuals. We try not to talk about even individual classes of people as much as the broadest categories, like people who have babies or people who drive, very broad categories. And what we're interested in is drawing attention to the universal human foibles that unite us. It's not about making people feel bad. It's about revealing something, almost a shared infirmity. We're all in this together. We all kind of suck, you know? Idiots' books are books by idiots, for idiots, about idiots, right? But we always include ourselves in our satire. And it's always a gentle satire, and it's always a respectful satire. We're not crude. We're not too cynical. We're kind of sweetly satirical.
All right, bookmaking.
I think that our collaboration works in part because we both have a similar vision. We seem to just consistently have the same type of thing in mind.
She was of the opinion that she could improve my writing by adding pictures to it, and it turns out she was right. We would sit down with my manuscripts, try to figure out what I was trying to say with these compelling little chunks. And then we'd try to figure out how she could somehow either contradict or complete or somehow elevate what was going on with the language with an image. So not an image of words to affirm what it meant, but image of words to somehow complicate or enhance what it meant.
You know, we used a lot of them when we made that last batch for TCAS, so it's possible that...
I'm a glass half empty kind of person. So I undervalue pretty much everything that I do. I would do it for like $10. If somebody was like, I'll give you $10 for like 700 hours of work, I'll be like, hey, that's a pretty good deal. So Matthew's the business person. Not that he's a business person, I don't want to make him sound like a suit, but he is much better at, I mean, he's the reason why the wheels are still on this thing.
That's a lie. That's a lie. No, I'm the sort of fuzzy writer guy. I like to walk in the trees and look at the moss and, you know, let it all wash through me. Without Robbi, we would have no accounting system, we would have no website. She has the mind for detail and the patience to slog through administration systems. I am the business guy in that I get things done. I'm the manager. When I worked for North Charles Street, I was an account manager, which meant I was responsible for talking to the client, learning what needed to be done, deal with all the creative people in-house, get them on the same page, hammer the project through, meet the deadline, meet the budget. So in that sense, I'm the business guy. But boy, I'm impatient and not detail-oriented. And you know, Robbi does all of the hard, unpleasant stuff. She deserves much credit, much respect for that.
So I guess there's wires that have one more tooth on them, huh?
No, I think the point is that you can put like any... I am constantly in a state of misery. Even though this is like the most awesome job that there is nothing like my particular process. I don't know how it happes. I will sit down and either it works or it doesn't work. And there's no way for me to control it. So it's, you know, so every single time I sit down to work on something, I'm like, I don't know if this is going to happen or not. And I just have to wait and see. I like go into a Zen state, and 7 hours later, I have produced a book. It's kind of like that. I don't know what happens, but something starts clicking. And usually it involves like Matthew having to actually leave the premises with the children for like a day. And then he'll come back and I have produced whatever I need to produce.
I like words. I like how they combine. I like voice. I'm really interested in surprising in subtle ways with the way that language can be formed. There's just so many possibilities. There's so many combinations. It's kind of like math. I'm bad at math, but words are, I mean, I love them. It's what flows through me. So.
We're out of cardstock.
Okay, so we're going to be able to make 3.
Okay.
We are 2 pages away from the end.
The nice thing about Chestertown is that people have been so supportive about having this kind of endeavor going on here. If we were in Baltimore or New York, it would be like a blip. You know, everybody's trying to do something, I don't know, not like this necessarily, but you know, we have people come up to us on the street. Hey, are you guys the idiots? Like, I remember the first year, you know, Jennifer Endicott came up and was like, hey, are you the idiots? And we're like, yes, that's us. Somebody knows who we are.
I'm the kind of guy who likes it when shops close up at 5 and I can walk down the middle of the street with my dog and my kids. I'm absolutely exhausted by urban centers, traffic, noise, lots of people. So constitutionally, this is great. If I had my druthers, there would be beautiful old crumbling mountains outside of town, or the ocean would be lapping where the Chester River is. So I'm kind of a New England guy, Maine coast kind of guy, like at heart. But I tell you, it's pretty hard to beat what we have here.
You know, and people are interested in what we're doing and they're supportive. The Bookplate has asked us, I mean, when Tom asked us if we wanted to have our books in his store, you know, Mark Castelli gave a copy of our first book to Tom, and Tom was like, we're on this, we got to get these guys in the store. That, you know, that kind of support would not happen anywhere else, and it's been really wonderful for us, and we really love that aspect of working in Chestertown that we couldn't get anywhere else. And this particular community is interested in this particular kind of thing too. So it's not like we're in a sports town or something. We happen to be in like a pretty artistically inclined community. So that's really been great.